No. Oh shit! Stupid ass! I've been pepper sprayed before. Ooh, what's up?
Meanwhile, in Nashville, cops had to gun down an erratic man who was throwing things at cars, charging the police with a knife.
No, I take no. You better lie. I can't. You better
Put it down. Taser, taser. Sir, stop! Drop it! Shots fired! Shots fired!
And you know you're on drugs if the taser doesn't stop you. Meanwhile, in Chicago, you can't even enter your home in peace. Police just released this video from a robbery where a man followed a woman into her building before violently attacking her, stealing her keys, and then running off with her car. Oh, brutal. In New York City, there have been 7 murders in as many days and dozens more injured in shootings. But Congresswoman AOC wants you to know that she's the real victim here.
I've felt that my life has been in danger since the moment that I won my primary election in 2018. I hesitate to walk my dog. It means when I come home, I have to ask my fiance to come out to where my car is, to walk me just from my car to my front door.
Dana Lash is a nationally syndicated radio host. Dana, is this the first time you remember hearing AOC talk about crime as if it was real?
You mean only when it affects her, Jesse?
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back. Well, what I'm hearing is that the place that she represents isn't safe. Very interesting. And she has done, Jesse, so much. If you think about all of her posturing and her push for defunding the police and undermining public safety with the encouragement of the riots that took place the past couple of years. And then, you know, with the increase in crime rate in New York, I mean, it seems like she's done a lot to contribute to the lack of safety in New York. But see, she's special because it's different, Jesse. She, being a member of Congress, gets all of the security and the guns that she doesn't want regular little people to have in New York, but she's special. So, and as a member of Congress, and I'm totally fine with members of Congress having protection that they deserve. But I also think that it's pretty hypocritical of them to advocate for that complete absence of safety and security for everybody else.
Yeah, because she doesn't actually have to experience what life is like under her own policies because she gets security. We pay for taxpayer security. We pay for private car services. You know, we do all that. No one else gets that. People walk their dog and they're actually scared and they don't have a private security guy walking behind them that taxpayers are funding.
Right. And I mean, people can, I mean, I don't even know, can they ride the subway safely anymore? Every single day, it feels like or at least every week, I read a story about somebody being attacked on the subway or somebody getting punched right out in the broad daylight in the middle of the street. I mean, I don't remember growing up. I mean, I understand it was like this apparently in the 70s and early 80s that New York City had a serious crime problem. And then it was cleaned up by certain political ideologies. But now it's like it's the cesspool again. Crime is rampant. People want to be protected. They're dissatisfied, which is why I think you had kind of the GOP resurgence in this area that you did. You saw 4 seats flip. We could go on about that. But here, the ultimate thing is that these people, and I've said this to you before, Jesse, these people people like AOC, create a world in which they expect everyone else but themselves to live in. So everyone else has to deal with the consequences of these decisions, but not her, but not everybody else. They get to have security. They get to have the protection. It's denied of everyone else. That seems incredibly unfair.
Yeah, and she's always concerned with political crime, never actual crime. It's the threat of political crime. Dana Lash, thank you so much for joining Jesse Watters Primetime. It's always a pleasure.